Before the Industrial Revolution, transportation was expensive and very slow. There were very few roads and they would flood easily, get muddy, and were filled with boulders, making travel by stagecoach and wagon very dangerous and painstakingly. After the Industrial Revolution, Congress passed the National Road, also known as the Cumberland Road. It extended from Maryland to the Ohio River. It was the first road to extend across the Appalachian Mountains, making it the largest road building project before the 20th century. The road was built of crushed rocks, which made it easier to travel on and wasn't muddy or flooded. River travel at the time was the easiest and fastest way to transport goods from the north to the south, but it was very hard work and wasn't very fast. After the Industrial Revolution, keelboats were made out of rigid timber and sails. They were made to go upstream because it was hard to go upstream without sails. If it wasn't very windy that day, they could also row them upstream. The invention of the steamboats allowed for increased transportation of goods and promoted commercial trade. First, in 1787, John Fitch created the first steamboat with 12 paddles propelled by a steam engine, which ultimately evolved into something used to transport cargo and passengers. By increasing transportation speed, more goods could be produced in local markets because they would not spoil during travel. This created an increase in economic growth in local communities.
Canals are man-made waterways used to connect cities, making much quicker transportation. It all began in 1763 when Bridgewater Canal opened, which cut the price of coal in half. Due to the success of these canals, they started being made all over, and companies were formed to build canals. Although they made profit from these canals, they were extremely expensive and often full of traffic, which slowed the transportation. Ultimately, railroads became the preferred way of transportation in the 1830s. George Stephenson made the first steam-powered locomotives, which allowed railroads to go on any train. The first major rail line was from Liverpool to Manchester, which made travel much quicker than previous methods of transportation. Railroads were popular across the world during this time, and the business boomed.
However, despite its efficiency, not a lot of it existed. This was because of the cost. By using steel and iron, they were lacking resources. However, the guy named Henry Bessemer made the steel production easier and cheaper, which was called Bessemer process. This allowed to develop in railroads industry by increasing the amount of railroads. In the late 1800s, Nicholas Otto invented a gasoline-powered engine. This invention allowed to create another transportation method, which was automobile. Carl Benz created the first three-wheeled automobile, and he's also the founder of Mercedes-Benz. Anyways, after Carl Benz, Gottlieb Daimler invented four-wheel automobile. During this time, people laughed at automobiles because it was merely horseless carriage. However, it traveled way faster. By having 25 miles per hour speed of automobile by Henry Ford, US became the leader of automobile industry. Later, internal combustion engine was invented, which gave more power than automobile engines. Ones who gave a huge blow in air age were Orville and Wilbur Wright, also known as Wright brothers. They flew their design of the plane, which was only successful for only a couple seconds. However, even this few seconds was a huge blow in air age. Thank you.